Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we're in Minecraft again today. We're on the Citadel. We've been on a roll, so I thought this would be a good place to start. I am updating Satisfactory in the background. It took me a little while to get it sorted, so that's why we weren't jumping into Satisfactory immediately today. It's going to have to happen in the background, and we might pop in later depending on how the day goes. But I do want to get in there this week because, of course, Satisfactory 1.1 is out today for everyone. It's not just on the experimental version. It's out for the full release of the game, so that should be fun to return to. I also have to familiarize myself with what we were doing in the game. It's been a month or so since we've been in Satisfactory, so it was a lot easier to jump into Minecraft today. I feel like we've been on a roll. Obviously, the spawn chunks just came out yesterday, so Tuesday is always a good day to jump into Minecraft as well. And we're gonna just jump into the book and figure out what we got to do next. Last time, I was looking at the kind of weird little snake that the Spruce River makes, and I want to put like an apple orchard or something in that area, and I think that's what I'm going to tackle today. I also noticed a little bit of the shore that I didn't get to when we were working on the fish homestead, so that's something we're going to tackle today. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. Sussy Skittles, Mikatu Obu, good to see you. Blast Jordan, hello, hello. SweetSandi, of course, is moderating as per usual. Thanks very much, Sandy. And yeah, we do have a new episode of the Spawn Chunks out. It's on YouTube, it's on Spotify, just the Spawn Chunks, wherever you listen to your podcasts or watch your podcasts. And it's episode 353. We talked about the latest pre-releases. There's a fourth pre-release now for 1.21.6 for Minecraft. Just a few bug fixes. So we're still anticipating that June 17th will probably be the release date for that. And we also talked about Minecraft Earth from an email. And we talked about Tricky Trials, which was a year ago, and all the different things that have happened in between and how the last year of Minecraft development has gone. So if that's something that's interesting to you, check out the Spawn Chunks. It's on your favorite podcasting app, and we would really appreciate it. It's a good show, I think. I'm biased. I've been on it for almost 400 episodes, but it's a good time. So we are just hanging out here in the Keep basement, and I'm gonna grab the book and we'll take a look and see. Most of what I want to do today, I think, is going to be like along the Spruce River. So we've got North Road textures. We also have that North Path too. Spruce Riverbanks, North Riverbanks, and Acacia Farm Orchard. Like that's kind of where I'm thinking we're going to work today. And that's it. Like we've got the apiary. I really don't know what to do for that bee farm. So that's kind of like where we are stuck. So we're not going to need all of these. Put some of these back. I do like this system. If I was to do it again, I wouldn't go 4 blocks tall. I would stick with 3. 4 is just a little bit of a reach. Carry on. We're not going to need these ones. What else? Probably not going to need basalt. Keep the woods, keep the moss, keep the oaks. That all looks good. Don't think we'll need anything from there. I think my azalea was low. Yeah. So we'll bring this. Snowballs. I think we should be good. Although, you know what? I wonder if a cherry tree would be good. Maybe we'll do some custom stuff. That could be fun. Obviously, we'll need that. I think that's good. Cherry is pink. I'm aware of that. Maybe we'll put a little cherry orchard behind there. So this section can be seen from multiple different angles. So we're going to pop over here and look at it from this side, as well as the other side. So you can see it kind of in the distance there. And what I'm looking at is this weird little point. I think needs to have something on it. So you can absolutely see it from here. I don't know if the cherry would be a little bit too bright. We might have to go with just regular azalea trees. So you wouldn't be able to see much from here. Absolutely, obviously you'd see it from here. The access to it is down this way. This is where I want to put stuff. And I think it's just, there's just enough room for like 3 or 4 trees on each side. Maybe a couple of tiers. Down to like a place where people could get some water, you know? That could be kind of cool. We might want to have more than one path. I could see a path going off to the side a little bit. Question is, where are we going to set up? Because there's not a lot of room. My guess is that we have to go back down here. So this is one section that I realized we didn't do. But then we've also got, there's a section back here that really didn't get a lot of love. So we'll probably start with that. I find the squid noises sound like creeper noises. I'm always looking over my shoulder. Oh, I think I put the dirt in the grass back too, didn't I? All right, let's do the banks first. Hello, Delara, how's it going? Thanks very much. Always good to see you too. Oh, I didn't bring any moss. We might need to make some more concrete powder. I didn't bring any gravel. Okay, that'll be a thing we have to do. So even right here, it feels a little bit bland, so I think here would be a good spot to put something. Fill that in there. How's the weather been here? It's been a mix. Like, it's been raining today, but yesterday was really nice. My walk to the gym yesterday was awesome. What am I looking for? Azalea saplings. We are low on those too. It kind of hides what we're doing. Need my shears too. It's a little bit better. Hey, how's it going, Zero? That is a weird... I think the reflections are on the wrong side of that. I haven't checked to see if they've updated the shader pack at all. I feel like that's a little bit too much here. And I'm going to grab some coarse dirt slabs. I guess I should have probably brought some rocks or something too. I find shallow places like this tend to look better if you've got a little extra going on. space this out a little bit more. This is where I wish we had like pressure plates and buttons. I wish you could waterlog them, because it would be cool to put like pebbles and stuff into the water. We could do slab. I just didn't bring them with me because I forgot I was going to do this area. Gotta be careful. I can't use the concrete powder here because of course it'll turn into concrete if the water touches it. So I gotta be selective in terms of where I put it. You gonna give me free stuff? Free stuff it is. Oh, that's in line. Oh, there's an armor stand there. We'll just leave that. I don't think it's that important. Yeah, that works. Just enough to say that it wasn't forgotten about, right? I also feel like this needs a little bit more grass. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Guess we've just created an ink farm. Here's a good example of wanting to put in some concrete somewhere. Whoops. Yeah, I missed this part too, didn't I? Wow. Jinex DEC, thanks very much for the follow. So we can't put anything right up against the trapdoors, obviously. think that works though. Basically, I'm just looking to create some sort of visual end to the space. I don't think there was any spots for drip leaf over here. Maybe there. I can't remember. You've got to do something to keep these from growing, I think. Do these always grow in direction, or is it the way you face? It's the way you face. That wouldn't fit there. Kind of feel like over here might be a good space for it. Yeah, you gotta bone meal them? That's what I thought too. My memory's coming back. I haven't used them very much. Bowie cars, hello. Yeah, I think that looks good there. Did I bring the small one? I didn't. I think I would rather have a tall plant here. Have that peek up to the surface a bit. It's too bad that the single tall seagrass doesn't poke through as well. Oh, thanks, Mikatu. Yeah. Yeah, I like the little mini block on the dock. I think it adds just enough. I mean, and the rope or the leash in the boat, like that's just vanilla. This is the only data pack thing. And even then it's a vanilla texture. It's just an oak plank. All right. I think that ties up that part. When you're bone mealing seagrass, I find that you tend to have to go back in and cut out a little bit here and there. Oh, the joys of wearing elytra when you're in the water. We need more mud too. So straight away, I think we're probably going to at least cover the top 2 tiers with moss along the edge. straightforward fix. Lord Andy, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. And this is why we went back to get more moss the other day. So this is going to look weird at first because it'll have a bunch of green stuff around it as in a ring, but we'll make it work. Oh, is this a different biome? No, sunflower plains, okay. Now, natural cherry trees I think would be too big, but if we did some custom cherry trees, we could try that. It might even just be a matter of putting like a couple of cherry leaves inside of regular trees rather than doing everything in one color. So that should look a little bit better. And we'll probably have some overgrowth or something on the lower tiers. But immediately not seeing the brown, it's going to separate it from the stuff behind it. All right, next we do the path, and I would say it doesn't have to be super thick, but it's going in the right direction. Probably get it off to the side here. And this is where we can start to do some changes. I think I want it to be too wide, but I'm not sure if I want it to be quite so obvious. So we'll probably have it kind of bounce back and forth between 1 wide and 2 wide. Thanks for the lurk blast, Jordan. Appreciate it. Unfortunately, these are facing the wrong way for it to look like a good stair, but that might have to be a path too. Whoops. I might move my bed up here. I normally stream for at least 2 hours, Sussy. It depends on what I'm doing and where we are in the build. Summertime, I try to keep my streams around 2.5, just because it gets me out of the studio earlier and into the nice weather, and I get to see more sunshine and go to the gym more. It's raining today, so I'm not going to the gym. But yeah, I don't find it depends on the game. Like, I find that a 3-hour stream in Minecraft, anything more than that, and I don't find the stream is all that good, I tend to get pretty tired. Just because it's like a very intense creative effort from me. But if we look at something like Satisfactory, I find Satisfactory 3 hours feels like a short stream, because Satisfactory, there's a lot of sitting around and thinking in Satisfactory. So I think this needs to curve back a little bit. Yeah, I think this needs to go straight over this way. Right idea, just the wrong spot. So here, I don't know actually. So here I like to throw in these blocks on the edges. Kind of looks like riverbank. So something like that I think would be good. Then we have to figure out whether we want it to be 2 blocks thick or not. I think in spots, maybe? Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll just make it really thin at the end. Yeah, I feel like getting it down to something narrow like this around the same place it changes the height is probably a good way to narrow it down but make it feel decent. SweetSandi kicking off the week with 5 gift subs. Thank you very, very much. FRDRC, you've got a gift sub. Ninjet, Windstar with a Y, Misty Joy, and Piranha DS. Make sure you connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts. You can now join the Joel Duggan Discord for the next month now that you've got a gift sub. And if you decide to keep up the sub, then you'll get access to the Discord for as long as you remain subbed. You can also check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan. After being in the Discord for a month, if you like it, Patreon is a slightly more affordable way to stick around in the community. Really didn't make it too narrow, did it? I guess maybe this will go like that. That was not planned. Don't know about this one here. It feels pretty good. I'd like to have a little bit more grass kind of creeping into it, but when you're only dealing with a small resolution like this, it tends to break it up a lot. So yeah, we'll have to figure out a different kind of block. Something that's near grass, maybe some pale moss or something. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I don't know what's going to be there. Maybe that'll be a tree. All right, I definitely need some different blocks out here, though. Oh, we've got to take this back and dump it. That'll be first thing. I definitely need some more. I need my mud box. We need to make some concrete. Brown and green. Thanks very much for the level 2 hype train, folks. That was amazing. I don't think I realized that kicked off a hype train. Was the single event of 5 gifted subs did a hype train? I don't remember hearing the notification. Thank you very much, Sandy. One of the streamers you follow on Twitch plans on doing 7 different things, like 7 different games. When this place is all rendered in at nighttime, it looks really cool with all the lights. I do like it. Oh, like reaction videos? That makes sense. I could see reacting to a bunch of different stuff in one day. It's the kind of thing where like you want to sit down and react and do a stream and then like turn that into 7 or 8 YouTube videos, you know? I could see that for sure. I'd say these are all at their peak. gravel. Sand. Do I have sand here? Oh, I got lots. I never even checked to see if the dirt is full. It's not. Okay. The grass, however, is full. Like, very full. Already had 64 there. That's fine. And then green concrete powder. Go through a lot of that too. Need my mud box. I think that was it. And I'm going to grab some stone boxes as well. Probably the gravel too. Of course we don't have room. That would be too easy. Guess we should sleep. See, this is a situation where I feel like having your tools in a separate inventory would be a lot better. Like, I feel like I'm always at capacity. I think that's one of the reasons I find these endgame projects, I don't want to say stressful, but there's a lot of mind share. When I'm building something and being creative, I'm also managing the inventory absolutely constantly. So we've been slowly moving our bulk storage over to the crypt underneath the graveyard. So this is where the permanent solution for storage is going to be for the area. The basement of the keep, where everything is right now, is going to be a distillery. So it's going to be like a decorated part of the world. It's very dark in there. I wonder if I can do anything about that. It's just hard to see. We at capacity here? Almost. Cool, that frees up some inventory. Yeah, like right here when you go around the corner, there's there's only just a little bit of light there. I feel like we need something like a little, maybe a candle in a cubby or something would be good. So then we can top this up and that. I also need this texture. Now I did bring the cherry trees. This might not look the way we want. Maybe if we also put in as flowering azalea bushes, that might work too. I don't know that there's a fence or anything that really works with these. Yeah, that might be challenging to do custom tree shapes. So what I was thinking through here, it would be nice to have some trees, and if I grab some scaffolding, we can sort of like gauge what a good height for them would be. I don't want it to be too tall. That's why I think custom trees are going to be the easiest thing to do. So if I was to call this a little grove, maybe like we want to stagger them a little bit. Thanks for the reminder, Sandy. Appreciate it. Yeah. Could go maybe 1 block taller. Especially when you start to going down the other side, but it'll have a nice slope to it if they're all roughly the same size, but the ground gets lower. It'll have a nice little slope to it. I don't know about those two there. Might have to move this one a little bit closer. Thinking mostly what it looks like from the path, right? That's not bad. I do find scaffolding pretty useful for this kind of stuff. Planning things out. Oh yeah, okay. I think that'll look cool. All right, I need to step away for a little bit. I take a break about once an hour, folks. Just gives me a chance to grab another cup of coffee or a glass of water. You can too. Grab a friend, let them know that we're streaming, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Now, I wonder, we'll just sleep, just to be sure. Don't want to pop my head outside and risk being blown up. Thanks, Sandy. The dark house, too. Find the upstairs very dark. Lots of stuff over there. Causing problems. Zombie. Feel like I might... I'm not sure if we'll put something here to get across. Maybe we will. Creeper over there. I'm just going to do a quick flight just to make sure. When you're doing landscaping, there's nothing worse than a creeper blowing stuff up because it's all so explodable. It's not like a stone build where you might lose 3 or 4 blocks. You lose like 24 with a creeper explosion. I feel like this could maybe be over this way just a little bit. Or maybe we need another one. I need roots. Do we want another tree there? Yes, I think so. I might make it a little bit smaller. Or this could be one on a lower tier, maybe. I don't know what exactly we're going to be using for leaves. So we're going to do a bunch different techniques here. Let's try azalea to start. Be a good color test. Where did that go? I need that. I need this. Now these will obviously change a little bit as we decide on how we're going to do things, but I think that I like the shape on the right better. pretty sure we don't want to do the cherry wood, but we'll give it a go. It's going to be hard with the shaders on. It's not going to be able to be something we can really see much of a difference. I feel like it reads as almost gray. Yeah. Don't think that really works. Out of curiosity, though, since we've got the flowering azalea there, I'm wondering whether one or two of these in here would look okay. It's very bright. I mean, it works on the top, but I don't think it works on the bottom. We could probably get away with it, but I think that it really will depend on just like one or maybe two on a tree, right? And that's a no for the cherry. I don't think we want to try other types of wood. I feel like we're just going to be doing either a stripped, and maybe a stripped spruce. That's not too bad either. Don't think acacia is going to look good. I think I just have that left over. I find acacia tends to look like dark azalea, so it might be good for the bottom. We're going to have to vary the height up a little bit. Oh, we'll have a bee going back and forth now too. That'll be fun. I wonder what this looks like if we go a little bit thicker on the top. More leaves. Nope. Tends to get stuck. Oh, I know what I should do. Little plus sign. Yeah, it needs to be taller too. I think that's a good addition though. Like the idea is pretty solid. Anybody have a preference between the mangrove and azalea? Or like just as the two different kinds of azalea? I don't think I like the acacia. I feel like this is probably the best one. Get rid of that. That's not bad. I do feel like I need to start making them different heights though. Mangrove is a little bit darker, yeah. Now, which of these do I want to make taller? Maybe this first one? We do that, I feel like we have to start to get into making them a little bit different shapes. The height change is different. I like that. I don't know, maybe we just have to keep it at the same level, just taller. Or we can go a little asymmetrical with it, maybe. No, they look better if they're a little bit more pruned, don't they? It's hard at this scale. Have you tried putting resin on your leaves? No, I haven't. I have not. I don't think I have any resin. I don't think I brought the... I don't think I have resin at all. It's a good idea, though. Yeah, that doesn't really work. I think I'd rather save those details for along the path. So that kind of a thing I think would look good here. Yeah, it's really difficult. I guess we can sort of get away with something like that. I wish I had just a little bit more trunk space. It would be nice to have the trunks not be completely straight. But we might be able to get away with that by adding some roots and stuff. I feel like that's a little bit close, but maybe all we need to do is just move the path. I don't mind the stripped, so maybe every other tree we could change that up a little bit. Yeah, I really don't like changing the shape. I feel like we have to keep The same sort of little pyramid shape. Don't think it would look good if we start to go out another tier. I want to try something here. I don't think this will work. I mean, I think it's just going to read like a... Yeah, it doesn't look like a tree, right? I really wish we had wood walls. It would be helpful. If this was a 30 block tall tree, that would work. But not at this scale. Oh, that big one's not too bad. That's actually okay. I think we can go with that. Oh, I need more mangrove. Oh, that might be too full. Maybe we just need the little skirt part. Yeah, okay. So we'll do that shape again, probably on that tree. Be tall enough for this to work. And then we've got 1, 2. It's nice to finally get a use for flowering azalea. Whoops. Kind of like a bigger looking tree there. Trying to remember that I'm going to be able to see this from a bunch of different angles. I think maybe do this. Don't really need the seagrass, do I? Take care, Mikatu. Good to see you as always. Yeah, it's starting to come together. The flowering azalea really helps them from not bleeding into one another, which is nice. I wish we had moss slabs. I know it's greedy, but I do wish we had them. this almost feels like too much. Maybe just a slab there? Did it again. See you later, Sussy. Have a good one. Sorry, I think I might have slurped my water. You know, I think we're just going to go ahead and commit to putting all of this, or as much of it as we can, in moss. More moss required. Surprise. I'm glad we went to go get more. We're halfway through it already. I almost want another tree here. Yeah, right here. That might be too close. They're going to touch on the corners, but that might be okay. I like it, but I think we have to change this to go out by just one more block. I do like this combination of the azalea and the flowering azalea and the mangrove. It's good. Scaffolding. All kinds of possibilities along here now. Yeah, it's starting to feel pretty good. I don't know if this would necessarily be fenced off. I do feel like we might want to have some different grass lengths in here, though. This may not work. Maybe not on the edge. Well, maybe we'll put those lower. We can also soften these edges up a little bit. Yeah, that works. Nice. I think I'm just going to have the embankment be shrubbery, but we could try it. I'm not a big fan of tree fences. We could try a couple of them, see if it looks good. They might not read the right way, though. I feel like that's all right. I do find it difficult at this time of day to make an assessment. I just realized this one is all still all azalea. Whoa, that scared me. Did not expect him to be there. Oh, it's because I'm holding azalea bushes. Like, why is he flying straight towards me? That's probably why he was flying straight towards me before, too. I think I just got nudged by a bee. It's getting there. We're going to have to do a lot of work over the ground here. I'm still on the fence about the smooth bark texture. It does make them feel different than other trees in the area, which is nice. Let's just try this one, or these two maybe. Yeah, I think I like that. Unfortunately, you have to do this suspension of disbelief with the plank stairs and stuff, but hopefully this works with the roots. think I need more of those. Happy little trees, Lord Dandy. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I need to fix the data pack, but I'm going to wait until Chase the Skies comes out. I also don't need one of these bushes. That one. Inventory full? Yeah. What are you talking about? Always the case. So I feel like I like the idea of having a couple of buttons, because it looks like a limb that maybe got trimmed. It was growing the wrong way. I think maybe we'll switch these two. Not crazy about this right here.
Stream has now reached the end of the second hour. It is time to take another break.
Thank you for the break reminder, Sandy, and the TTS sticker from HAL9000. That's amazing. Really appreciate the support, and of course the moderation and the reminders. Do you have a pet bird to stick in the tree? I do not. Big one, Fennec. No. I don't even think I might have a pet parrot way back at Dartmouth Meadows, but it's been a long time. Been a long time. Well, we still have at least another 2 or 3 trees to do, so I should just take a break and then come back and finish those up. I'm just going to pop in here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to fly back. There is a shulker box I need to get, and this way, if it goes nighttime while we're AFK, we're not going to have to deal with the consequences of having mobs everywhere in the fields. Cool. Once again, folks, I take a break once an hour. I'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes. Zero wants to know that if someone buys Twitch Turbo, what goes into content creators that one follows? I don't know the ratio. It is very similar to premium on YouTube, where normally you'd watch YouTube videos, and if a creator has ads, then the creator would get money from the ad running on the video. But with YouTube Premium, there is still a payment that goes to the creator for a person that has premium watching the video. I don't know what that is. And it's the same with Twitch Turbo. I see I won't be able to give you numbers because I don't think I can share that, but I can look at my monetization. No, where do I look at this? Under earnings. Ads. Content. Yeah, earnings. So if I was to look at last week, for example, and again, I can't give you a number. Yeah, so ads has a total, and then Twitch tells me ads and then Turbo under the ads column. And right now, I want to say Turbo is 20% of my ad revenue, with regular ads being viewed by regular folks being the other 80% of my small ad revenue on Twitch. Ad revenue on Twitch is like very little compared to YouTube. Although I don't make a lot on YouTube either. Like I only get a payout from YouTube like once every 6 months maybe. And YouTube only pays out like when you reach $100. So like I don't get a lot from YouTube. YouTube is mostly just an archive for what I do. It's a place for me to point people. Oh, all right. I need this one. Yeah. And I think that was it. Question. The Citadel is the city in the walls and everything else is like the Citadel outskirts. The Citadel is the name of the server. This is West Hill. And yeah, so West Hill technically is the town. So the way that I was looking at it was West Hill is the town. Called this Low Town, which is just like this shanty town outside of West Hill. And then I've been calling this whole area, like all of this is just like West Hill Valley. But like I consider like this would be West Hill on a map. But then as you get closer, it's like West Hill Valley, the town of West Hill, Low Town. And then there's this like, you know, whatever, the wheat farm and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't have West Hill in the Twitch. I find my Twitch titles get too long, and so I just kind of keep it concise. I feel like the Citadel is also something that will bring in more. He scared me. Oh, I almost got some stuff. The Citadel will bring in more viewers than West Hill. West Hill, people are like, what's West Hill? But the Citadel is like, ooh, that sounds cool, right? So on my Twitch title, I usually put West Hill. Usually I put the game and then the Citadel. I mean, I lead with 4-year-old medieval build, and yet people will still come in and be like, what are you building? It's like, did you read the stream title? Yeah, we're definitely gonna need some love. on this side. We've been focusing on the other side a lot. Man, I'm gonna have to go get mangrove leaves, which is gonna be a real pain. Although maybe I've got a whole I think I have a whole shulker box in there. Probably do. I feel like at this point we might want to switch to like bushes and stuff here. I need something to steer people onto the path a little bit more. Yeah. So nice about those is that they're in the center of the block. I know I've mentioned that a number of times, but it really allows you to have some nice control. Whoops. Yeah, not bad. I almost want to take that a little bit farther. Now that might be a little bit too similar. No one reads on the internet? Well, that's fair. Do the top, I guess. How did I screw that up? Is that a big one? That's a big one. Cool. That's better. Nope, that's not. Cool. Now, I think that's probably the last tree. Don't know what else we would put down here. Maybe just another bush. This is where I want a green slab. Random chatter. What are you building, Joel? Yes. 100%. Galactic Moon, thanks very much for the sub. How you doing today? Hope it's good. Hope it's well. Did I not bring the shulker box with me? I did. It's pink. I was looking for a green one. Can you just put these anywhere? You can. Cool. They are loud, though, for a flower. Like, audio-wise. Cosmic Dancer subscribing at tier 3. 82 months. My goodness. That's amazing. Thanks so much, Cosmic Dancer. And thanks again, Galactic. SweetSandi kicking off another hype train. That's the second hype train of the day with 100 bits. 100 bits for Joel because it's almost summer. Galactic Moon says, just got back from the store and headed to the gym soon. Nice. I did the gym yesterday, so today is not my gym day. Now, someone was suggesting that we do fence post trees. I don't know if this is what I want. Suggested like a sapling thing down here. No, I don't think that really works. It's not awful. Maybe we can just do the one. I might have to move it though. Again, the kind of things we could do if leaves had slabs. So for this, I think we need to go in there with some azalea, just not flowering azalea. Just to make sure it looks like it's the same species of tree. Make it look like new leaves, sort of. It's gonna look a little bit weird. Hype train level 2 with 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. SweetSandi already got the 100 bits from you. MindTripMedia with 100 bits. How's it going, MindTrip? Good to see you. It's funny, the flowering azalea looks way better. Maybe we have to go with the flowering. It could also be a scale thing. I think we'll just go with a little bit less. Oh. I think that's okay. I don't think I'd want it any farther away. What I don't like about it is that's kind of covered up the tree at the top of the hill. That big one, which I quite like. I feel like I have to move that. Maybe over to like a block. I think 2 blocks to the right. So I would put it maybe here instead. That is a level 1 hype train completed. Thanks very much again for the support, folks. Yeah, that's going to be a better spot for it. Do I have another set of shears? I don't think I do. Oh, I do. How's that going to line up better with what we've got going on? Yeah, that's nicer. We might be able to squeeze in one more. I knew I had concrete powder somewhere. I guess I could trim this down. Oh, it's going to connect to the... That might be okay. Yeah, I don't think I want to go full size. Full size will probably be covering up too much of what I like behind it. Just survival, Hark. Just regular survival. Still feel like it's a little bit close. We can maybe trim that back. Yeah, that's better. Does it work if it's just a little bit shorter as well? If only trimming hedges was this easy in real life. Now I can't see. There's definitely a cave under here somewhere. I can hear a zombie growling. So if I do that, I might want to try and trim this part back. Yeah, I guess I could leave it like that. So normally what I try to do along the shores is have like some too tall grass and ferns. And so here I would normally just kind of like pop in a bunch of these. Now we've got those as well. I don't think these are going to look good if they're tall. No. Maybe the odd one? Yeah, even then. I guess I'm out of carpet. That's pretty good. Whoops. Lost that one. I think that was actually probably better as grass. And any place you can sort of see the bottom, I like to have a little, just a little bit of that. Fun. Starting to feel pretty good. I guess we can add 1 or 2 these little azalea bits. I've not looked at what these look like coming from this way. Okay. Really need to figure out what we're going to do up here. I feel like this could be really cool if we have like a little bit of moss coming through here. And maybe even have like a little bit of like sunken stuff going on. Maybe, I don't know. Because, whoops. I feel like with the flowering azalea, we could probably get away with some pink petals on the ground. Yeah. And then add in carpets up close. I think that really works. Yeah, I gave the small trees a go. They look okay. It helps fill in the hill, which is nice. Where am I hearing that zombie? Oh. Let's just dig down here and see. Do I have a torch? Too many things in the inventory. Oh, I hear him now. Oh, there's the cave. That's a large cave. Holy crap. Playing here for 4 years, I don't think I knew this was here. You are up here somewhere. There you are. Wow. I'm okay with lower spawning. That keeps the stuff off the surface. I'm all right with that. Did not know this was here. Wow. Some iron. That's the vein. That's a lot of iron. Or is it a vein? No, can't be. This place was not generated. It's basically a ravine. All right, well, we probably won't hear much after that. Nice. Peace and quiet. Thank goodness you got iron because you don't have an iron farm. Oh, wait. Yeah. I like collecting the ore. I think the ore could be useful at some point in the future. This is starting to feel a little empty. Don't want to get into repeating patterns too much. I feel like that's pretty good. Sure. feel like a lot of this we could just bone meal and then trim out the stuff we don't want. So probably, I'm not sure if we want to keep the too tall stuff. Maybe if it was in closer. Yeah, I feel like that's okay. I might want to reverse those. Yeah, just little things like having this taller than that one kind of leads you that way. And that feels pretty good. It's tough when you get close to the river because sometimes it switches to a river biome. Yeah. So it gets harder to use the moss because it starts to stand out against the grass. I think this is still plains. Yeah. But the bush changes and matches the color, which is nice. Not too shabby. I think I might actually change this to be just a little bit lower. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. This is the one I gotta change. Yep, just subtle differences that make it feel like something that's been around for a while and kind of slowly cobbled together. Nope. I think maybe we need a lighter color. Sure. There's already packed mud down there. And I really like the combination of a path and rooted dirt. See? Speaking of packed mud, though, feel like we're gonna have a little bit of an offshoot here and there. Take care, Galactic Moon. Have a good workout. Thanks for stopping by. So I feel like I'm going to do the path texture next time. I think we have enough kind of like art direction here. I really like what's happening down here. Going well. Especially down here. I think that works out quite nicely. But it's starting to remind me of, I'll show you where it's starting to remind me of. This lower half, or this lower portion, this section here is starting to remind me of this place on the other side of town. It's starting to remind me of like this place. Quite like this. So I don't know, maybe we end up adding like a little lantern down the bottom. That would be kind of fun too. I want to kind of see what this looks like from a couple different angles now that we've got more of the trees in. Oh, thanks, Big. Yeah. I like to try to make things look as natural as I can. All right, let's take a look from what will be the bee farm. I think that's pretty cool. Obviously, we have to do a lot of work over here. Don't know where else we'll see this from. Probably not the main road. I don't think we'll be able to see it from down here. I am curious to see what this looks like coming into town, though. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, we can see it. Looks good next to the beets, too. It feels a little bit funny. I might want to move that tree over. Yeah, that one tree on the far left, I might want to move that north by a block. Looks pretty cool, though. Looks pretty dense. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might bump that over just by one. I'm really curious what it looks like coming over the bridge, though. Plus, we've got this idea for a look off. You know what? I'm going to put in a little path in here. Just because I keep on saying it. I'm thinking that we should probably just... I think here would make the most sense. Maybe we'll make it all the way over there. Of course, I've lost the sun. Little Easter eggs are nice. Thank you very much, Sandy. Yeah. So again, I'm going to have to scooch over there and see if I can't. Oh, you know what? I'm pulling admin privileges. I really want to see what this looks like in the daylight. Yeah, I think that really takes a chunk of that big brown hill. It's more azalea than I thought it was going to be. Might need to add something in here. What could be nice in this area here would be like a barrel or like some like a workstation, you know. And then that tree passes in front of it, which is good. Yeah, I think the only thing I want to do is just nudge this tree just a little bit closer. It kind of feels like it's not part of the group. And that's the only thing. Cool. Well, I kind of figured this would be a 2-stream project at least. So we're going to finish it up probably tomorrow. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm going to see who's live so we can pass you on to somebody else playing Minecraft. Let me see. Oh, Exuma's live. Yeah, we haven't rated Exuma Void in a little bit. Let's do that. Let's do that. Exuma. Actually, quick vote in chat for my regulars. Megabite or Exuma Void? Who would you like to go? Exuma's on Hermitcraft and Megabite is doing a cozy community Minecraft stream. I will be happy to send you along. Maggie says SweetSandi. Cool. You can check out the Spawn Chunks on your favorite podcasting app. We're also on YouTube and the video versions on Spotify. That's every Monday. New episode out yesterday, 3:53. We talked about a year looking back at tricky trials and what's coming down the tubes for the pre-releases for 1.21.6, which is Chase the Skies. That should be coming out next Tuesday. We think we are guessing, but that's what we think. You can check everything I'm doing over on social media at Joel Duggan. Very easy to find. Instagram and X are probably the most active, although I don't really do a lot of like back and forth. It's usually like when I'm live and that kind of thing. If you're in the Discord, you also get a notification. So if you're worried about Twitch or X, then check out the Discord. It's patreon.com/JoelDuggan. If you got a gift sub today from Sandy, again, Sandy, thank you ever so much. Then you can connect your Discord and your Twitch and join the Discord because you've got a Twitch sub, but you can also do it on Patreon and join the Discord that way. So I am going to be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC minus 3 hours, I think. What time is it where you are, Cosmic? Is it 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock? Either way, it's 1 o'clock Atlantic. I'm an hour ahead of New York. I'll let you all do the math. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.